What's up guys, Woody here, back with another new to Gwent video. And before we actually dive into this video, I just want to kind of touch on this whole new to Gwent series, because I've been thinking about it. I've had some really nice feedback from the community, so I just want to kind of say thank you for your feedback guys, both on YouTube, over on my Twitch streams, and we're going to make this a lot more of a kind of fleshed out series. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be changing lots of the thumbnails of videos. I'm actually making it a category and kind of making it kind of not lesson based in terms of numbered 1 to whatever, but kind of trying to make it a bit more progressive, and I want to make it a once a week video, this new to Gwent series, where it's just kind of build at new players. I know it kind of shoots myself in the foot a little bit because people will kind of outgrow the videos maybe. People will kind of become a better player, and that's what the idea of the videos are. So if you're here because you're a new player, then definitely check out the other new to Gwent videos. In terms of that, exactly which ones are new to Gwent, yeah, I'm trying to sort that out, okay? So all I'm trying to say is, if you are a new player, keep an eye out for it. Each week we're going to have a new to Gwent video, and I want to make it a kind of cemented series, and then just throw my decks up as and when I can. But yeah, that's what I wanted to get out of the way. Keep an eye out for it. There will be thumbnail changes. It's going to be a lot more of a kind of official kind of thing. But this time, what we're doing is, this is coming as a request from someone who came by and stopped by and watched the stream the other day, about making a video of just me playing and talking through every single decision. Now on stream, I often speak aloud, or many streamers speak aloud or think aloud, should I say, about their plays, about what they're going to do. But this is more about making a video that kind of is over the top with that, like really going through, I'm doing this because, I'm doing this because. And I might do things a little bit more in this video in terms of, I might click on their drop pile a lot more, I might click on my deck a lot more. And I'm going to kind of go through why I'm doing that. And that's what the whole idea of this is. I don't care if we win. I don't care if we lose. All I care about is I'm going to be going through all of my thought processes throughout the game. And hopefully, being a new player to Gwent, you'll go, oh, that's why they're doing that. That's what I should be doing. I should be looking for this. I should be looking for that. Now, I will be making some reference to cards that they may have in their hand or they may have used. Obviously, as a new player, I don't expect you to know all the cards. I don't expect you guys to be like, oh yeah, that. Just a case of, you get an idea of what I'm looking for. You get an idea of why I'm doing stuff. Or if you watch other streams, why other people are doing stuff. Because when I started playing Gwent 7-8 months ago, no one told me that stuff. And I'll be watching streams, and I didn't want to ask questions because I felt like the idiot for asking those questions. But hey, I've waffled on loads. Let's actually dive into some games. So like, we're going to play 2 different decks. We're going to start off with Usurper deck. I'm actually making a video on this deck because this deck, I'm probably going to go lose now. But this deck I played on stream earlier. And it was super powerful. We played 6 games of it in the end, won 5, lost 1. Took us into rank 4, which for Usurper is not unheard of, but it's a lot harder. Usurper isn't a very powerful leader. Often gets out-tempoed or other stuff like that. But yeah, so we're going to jump into a game once it loads in. It's taken ages, as it would in these kind of videos when I'm waiting for it to actually go in. And we're going to kind of talk through everything, mulligan process and all that jazz. So, who have we got? Knowing what cards we want in our hand is going to, like, open in hand, is already going to depend straight away on leader. So we know we've got Calvate. So I know now that they're probably going to be running a Roach Asire combo. Again, you don't need to know what that is, but in my head I know that's what they're running. I've got Roach in my hand. I don't want Roach at all. He's a card that comes out if you play a gold card. I don't need him in my hand. Okay, I've got my Asire to bring Roach out later on. These are combo cards. Brilliant. Is there anything I'm losing value on? Well, yes, this, because this has to give 2 to the enemy. So I don't want this in my hand because I'm going first. You see, I've got 1 mulligan of 2. If I wasn't going first. Sorry, I'm not going first. If I was going first, I would have 3 mulligans. So I'm on red coin. Okay. So I can look at my deck now and I can see what cards I still have. So what I want to be drawing into. What do I want to be playing? So we want to be probably saving our Serret maybe for round 3 with Orcs because we get more value off them. Yeah, so what we're going to kick off with on this one here. We're going to start by putting Magni Division out and playing that. So I will talk through it as I'm playing a deck anyway, but like I said, I will be kind of going through my whole process of this match. So yeah, if I go quiet, just watch what I'm doing, but I'll try to talk about everything I am possibly doing, guys. So one tip I will say, a lot of people at the moment, they seem to be doing a stupid move where they'll play an engine or they'll play a card 3 or 4 cost and they'll throw TA, Tactical Advantage, onto that card, making it an 8 or a 9. And then I think, they're not going to use a Geralt on this to get rid of this, you know. They're going to save their Geralt for a big unit. They're probably right. They're probably not going to use their Geralt on this. The fact that pretty much everyone's running Cleaver as first play, Cleaver comes out for 9 damage. So it's a huge clear. So this is a free, and this can ramp up. So I'm going to play Lefo on the front row and hit there, okay? That's annoying that we played onto the melee row, but you can see here, we're on red coin. So we have a chance of pushing for even, basically, meaning we can get a card advantage in our hands. I went through this in a previous video about whole card advantage and being on red and blue coin. Blue coin means you go first, you get TA, you get 3 mulligans. Red coin, most decks work better on red coin. So that's a big play, because that now means we haven't got our Asaya combo. And our Swears, if I click on my deck, is still in our deck, so we know that now. And they now have two roaches. So that's a really big play. We're now going to put this out to kind of get some tempo on them. The fact they've stolen our roach means that we're gonna really want to push round 1, because we've lost effectively 3 points now. What we can do is we can put a dud card, a card they don't really want, back in their deck round 2 if we need to, which means they might draw into a card and waste a money on that. So there you go. They've beefed this up straight away, and we're going to just lock it straight away. Simple as that. So we're 3 points behind now. Now, they're at the point where now they're going to have to start thinking about commitment. How much are they going to commit to this game? Peter is one that restores a unit to its base power. We're probably going to play Peter next on Pikemen, because Nilfgaard notoriously don't have a ton of engines that ramp up in value. Meaning they're really not going to get big numbers on the board. So a 5 reset on Peter, meaning that he comes out now and he comes out for an 8 because the 5 reset and his free power is huge. Now we're going to get the ping. Now on 5 we're up by 4, meaning that if they commit another card, we're going to really push for that even win and look to take the card advantage. What they should be doing now is probably, unless they can clear this, is probably thinking about passing, because what could happen if they're not careful is they could end up losing the card advantage. So passing now means we both draw to 8. So there you go. That wasn't a very good play at all by them, because we can really push this on. When they reset, that means they haven't got a Geralt or anything to do big power in hand. So we're now going to play Cleaver, and we're going to clear this guy off the board. It puts us up to 5 in front. When we have 6 in front, we have the ping and the buff here. And now we're really putting pressure on them on even, which is what we want. We want that card advantage. So I'm just going to check our drop area. So they've got one of these. So obviously every deck can play 2 bronzes and 1 gold. So that's our Swears gone. That's one of these gone. So one of these should be coming out, and these can ramp up quite high. One of these should be coming out. So if I was really worried about a card in here coming out again, I can make sure okay, so they have given us the round on even. I can make sure I keep a card in hand, maybe to clear another bronze unit. A good example of that is if you're playing Henselt, he has a lot of engines that come out for about 3 or 4 cost, and they can kind of get out of control. If they play 1, you know there's still 1 somewhere in the deck. So we won the round. We are actually going to... There's not tons we want to replay again on this one, so we're going to keep Yennefer in hand in case they play anything big or okay. We're going to pass, because now they're going to have to play a card. And because they win the round, it means they're going to have to go into the final game, or the final round, a card down and playing first. So we're effectively, if we had an order card, so for example, we can find, we got Okvist, we can play Okvist as our second from last card. They can't do anything because they've played all their cards. Okvist goes off unattended. So having a card advantage is pretty huge. They're banishing something from our graveyard. We don't have Roach in our graveyard, so it's not too bad, whatever they're banishing from our graveyard. We're not too concerned about that. Okay, this was a really bad draw. A really bad draw. I don't think Volsiri gets any value. This would be really nice if it's a Lacerate. It's not. We've got... Swears would have been very nice. Orcs would have been very nice. Pike would have been nice. Lacerate would have been nice, really. It's going to be a tough game to win. We do have the card advantage, which is a big bonus. But it's going to be a tough game to win, really. We're going to play this probably on whatever card we're going to send back to the top of the deck. So this comes out for free, effectively. It's the only reason I kept this in hand is because we're going to play Yennefer that pushes a card back to their deck. So you can see now this was a card advantage. Okay, we're up by 1, meaning we have effectively 2 card advantage. So there's their roaches, the one those they stole. So they still have a pikeman to come, which is a dangerous card. I'm going to want to clear that or get a lock on that, because over a round of 9 rounds, that's going to get 9 additional value for every ping of a unit on the melee row. So I can either stack the range row, or I can look at clearing it. If I look at my deck, I haven't got anything that can do straight up 4 damage. However, what I do have, if we look here, is pikeman is a melee. It has a melee attachment to it, so I can play Ciri and push it to the back row, which is definitely something I'm going to be doing. So we're going to deploy. We're going to put these out because if I get these out early, they might lock it, which is fair enough. If they don't lock it, then pretty much every card I play is going to get an additional buff off this. There you go. This is where we wish we had a Gimpy Gerwin. That's what we really wish we had. Yes. So we can just clear one of these. We know exactly what's coming. They're going to buff all the units by 2 when they play the next card. What we need to think about is we have this in hand. So the idea of this in this deck, I know it's not a deck guide, is that we would play Yennefer's Invocation to put a card back on the top of their deck, and then we'd play this to play that card. So if they had a big card that we wanted to play, that's what we could do. There you go. So now because they locked them out, we know they have an Orcs in hand. So I need to start thinking about, okay, they've got an Orcs in hand. They can't lock this because we have card advantage. In all honesty, we're not really worried about an Orcs being in their hand. Now we want to think about what we're going to be doing here. Playing this from the top of their deck isn't the end of the world, if we're being honest. So what we could do is we could play this, and we could put it on to. It's too early to play that. I'm going to play this, and we're going to pop it on here. So we're 5 behind. We still have the card advantage. The fact that they're playing these ones that spawn extra cards almost means we're getting extra value off Octavist. There's the pikeman that we knew we had to be worried about. So this is now where we play our false Ciri on the melee row, and we move a unit back to the range row. It's a shame that we played Sarah as early as we did, because if they played Lefo, I would have put Lefo back on top of their deck and played him again with, which is pretty much a free card, a Cantarella, because we have Octavist in hand. Okay, so now they damage this. I know that if they have a Leo in hand, it's fine, because Leo damages a card over the power of 8 or a Witcher, and he's not going to clear this now. So we're still staying pretty close to them. They do have a big play to come with, so they're going to get 6 plus 4, so they can get a 10-point play very soon. They're possibly running Vivienne, so they might get another. I can't remember how much value it's going to be. Point play. This isn't a bad card to return either, because this for us is going to come out at a 5 and an 8, which is basically going to get value back on Yennefer. Yeah, that is not a bad card for us to steal. And you know what? I think that is the card we're going to steal. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this here. We're going to buff this, because then we're going to be able to send this back. So having that big card advantage from round 1 is very big for us. It means that we're actually not nearly that far behind because we're getting rid of the extra 2. Octavist is coming out for a very big play at the moment. If you don't know what Octavist is, he does 1 damage to every card on the inside. There's their orcs that we expected. Yeah, so what we're doing now is we're playing Yennefer. I'm pushing Yennefer back. Or pushing that one back. Okay, so I need to start thinking about what is going to be their finishes. What haven't they played? Now, if you're new to the game, you're not going to know all the big finishes. But they're going to be wanting to get big points in their cards. So, okay, they've got Zoltan, which is a pretty big play. Start by 20. It's going to be hard for us to match this, to be honest. So we are going to throw you out now. So because this is a spying card. So this is going to go here. I'm going to play this here. We're going to buff that up. So we're down by 13. Okay. Octavist is coming out next. Depending on what their last card is, it's going to be, there we go, is Vivian. That's the exact combo that I used to play in this deck. I'm not even kidding. It's the exact combo I used to play in this deck, but I used to try and get it played with leader ability. Which that's big, that's a big, we're not going to win this game, simple as that. No. So this goes down. I'm going to put anything back to there. It doesn't matter what we put back. We ping, and you can see they still win by 10. Purely because this really big combo they managed to get off at the end there. But we, hopefully, like I said, win, lose. The aim of these games isn't to win or to lose. It doesn't really matter. The idea was I could talk through my whole thought process when I was playing the game, go through absolutely everything. So we're going to go look at a different deck now. We're going to go to an F deck. Not enough cards in the deck. I don't know why that is the case. Let's go to... I have no idea what to go to, you know. I have no idea what to go to. I've not played Gurney for a little while. I don't even know if that deck's viable anymore, the Gurney deck. Let's go for... Let's go for this Harold deck, because this is a little bit different, this deck. If it's one I think it is. I'm going to soon find out if it's one I think it is. So yeah, hopefully you get the idea of, like I said, these new to Gwent are very much a case of new players. I can talk through everything, like I'm on stream. Not everyone is going to get a chance to come see me on stream or see people or watch people stream. So just having a 30-minute video, just kind of explaining every decision is really what I would have liked it anyway when I was a new player. Maybe watching this and thinking, I'm not learning anything from this game now. It doesn't matter. Okay, if that's the case, I'm sorry. Simple as that. So the red and blue, I'll quickly explain it again in case this is your first video. You caught of mine. Red and blue for a new player is something that you must get your head around. Blue is in reference to when you win coin flip, which isn't good. When you're a new player, you think, oh, brilliant, I get TA, so I get to play tactical advantage, which is 5 points, and I get an extra mulligan. There's a reason you get those buffs, and that's because there's a disadvantage for going first. The disadvantage is you cannot react to your opponent's play. So I play a card, they can clear it. 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 All that kind of really, yeah, makes it very hard to play. Well, not hard, but you need to know when to pull out on blue. So they had card advantage and they still won by 10 points. That's because we had no way of stopping their big combo at the end. Okay, so we are playing first. So we could be playing first. This is a bad card. And what else do we want to get rid of? Okay, we've got Olaf. I didn't see who we were playing, so I'm going to high cards to see who we're playing. We're playing Unseen Elder. So Locke is pretty good. I'm actually going to get rid of you. Okay, that's fine. We've got a combo going off. So the reason I looked at who we were playing was if we were playing something like Ethne or Scoia'tael, there's not tons of Scoia'tael cards that need a lock. So I would mulligan my lock. The fact that I looked at this as Unseen Elder and there's lots of Death Wish, then having a lock's pretty important. We're going to open with Harold. Yes, we are. So the example I was saying earlier is a lot of people would play Harold, then they'd buff him with the TA to make him 9. If they played a Cleaver, bang, that is it. He's gone. So is this deck I was thinking about? It was it? Yes, it is. It's Summoning Circle deck. Okay. So this is a bit of a weird Harold deck that I've been playing around with. When you use Summoning Circle to play, make a big play at the end with Dagger 2 Blades. Okay, so that's absolutely fine. We are now going to pop this one down to start this engine going, and going to damage this. Get 2 damage, get the ping. There we go. So like I said, now they can react. They could react and clear this here. So we always need to be keeping a look here. So this is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to clear Harold off the board, which now means we're not going to struggle to clear it, because lucky enough we have a Savage Blood Priest. But we would otherwise struggle to potentially clear it off the board. So now I've got to think, okay, we're up by 4. We're going to be up by 10, and actually we're going to be up by slightly more than that. 1 because their Death Wish came out, so we're only up by 1, but we have stopped their Death Wish, which is always good. Okay, so now that's a bit of an issue because we've now stopped this. We don't have a way of popping this now. So we have to be careful about how we play things on even now. We have no way of damaging ourselves, basically. We can play the ship here. And this then will get a little combo going here. We're going to end turn there. What we have to be careful now is when we get to round 5, if they're on 6 cards, we're on 5 cards, and we're only just in lead, we're probably going to pass on round 5 if we're losing. We're going to give them the round. Yes, we go into next round on even, but it also means we go over, if they have a bad draw, they just throw a card out, we throw a card out, we can win the round. We don't get caught. Potentially get caught being we don't lose card advantage is what I'm trying to get to. We still have TA, which is pretty big. Okay, so what do we want to be drawing into? We want a Geralt against a Death Wish deck, because they're going to run some Consume. So I just want to wait and see what they play off their Current Fear. Or Current Fear, sorry. Oh, they played a Maruna. That's odd. Yeah, that's pretty odd. Okay, so they're going to steal this, which that's what they want to steal, basically. We're actually going to play deploy this and lock that, and then just kill it. Then we're going to throw that onto this because it gives us more pings on this. We're now at quite a nice state. We're now 10 up. Not going to necessarily want to waste a Geralt on a unit because it's going to do damage to itself anyway. So we're going to end turn there. We're going to see what they play now, see where the power goes. But we want to start thinking about, okay, what do I want? Okay, they've passed it, so we've won the round. That's absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So we're going to pass now. They're going to draw into 9 cards. We're going to draw up to 8 cards. So we can afford to throw 1 card away because, yeah, we don't have to. But for example, something like this isn't necessarily going to do us tons of favour. Okay, you could argue that this doesn't judge this. Artifact-wise, we've got to think, are they going to run artifacts? There's a chance of running Summoning Circle. There's a big chance of running Summoning Circle. I've seen many Death Wish decks running Summoning Circle. So I'm going to keep this for now. We have this here. This can be good to get some damage going, but it could also be hard to get out because we don't necessarily get the proc of it. So I'm gonna ping it because we haven't got Harold or anything on the board. This is our Summoning Circle combo, and there you go. So basically, if I don't throw a card out now, I draw up to 10 cards, and my additional draw would go as a mulligan. I don't want that. I'd rather this cards here. I want this card in my hand. I want this card in my hand, and I want this card in my hand. And this card in my hand. So what I want to do is I want to give myself the space to get those cards. So I'm going to just throw that out. I have no aim in win the round. That's it. I'm not going to go past 7. Whatever they play next, nothing. Okay, I'm not going to push with Harold. Okay, so they've got some thinning out there. That is it. I'm going to pass now because no matter what, they will be playing next round first. I still get last say. I draw to 10 cards. I'm happy. That's exactly what I wanted from from that situation. Okay, so we didn't get any of the cards we wanted. We maybe keep you just in case we don't get you next time. We haven't got a way of pinging you, so we're going to get rid of you. I'm going to get rid of you. We didn't get the Summoning Circle either. So basically, the main idea of this deck is pretty mediocre deck, but is you get the Summoning Circle, you put the Summoning Circle out, then you can do your Dagger 2 Blades combo with Harold, and then you can, there you go, this Summoning Circle, so it's a good job we kept this. And then you can, once your Dagger 2 Blades is out, you can then use Summoning Circle to bring this guy out for an additional 11. That's basically the aim of it. So what are we going to play first? That is the question. We're just going to get rid of it. We're going to deploy this, and we're going to get rid of Summoning Circle, which is a really big play. The reason like decks like Death Wish are running Summoning Circle at the moment is they're just genuinely struggling to get tempo on the board, and Summoning Circle can really add some big combo plays. So we have this card here, which damage unit by enemy by half its current power. This is going to consume cards and get big. We're going to hold on to that for now. I'm going to play this. I'm just going to start eating this. I thought I played the wrong side then. And my aim is to then pop Olaf out. So if I'm going to click here, what could they have in their hand? They've used both Cyclops, so we're not going to get removal from Cyclops. We know they have a Marooner in their hand, possibly because they played this here, okay? So, I'm playing man. Little kid could have gone 50-50 and they got the one that we didn't want them to get. I mean, hey ho, what can we do? Not a lot. No. So, we're now going to... We're just going to actually clear their consume. There's not tons of ways they have of consuming. If they play a Slizzard, we can clear a Slizzard with 4 damage. Yeah, so we basically the only way they can proc these off is by consuming them. The only way they can get their Death Rush going is by consuming them. We stop their consume rather than damaging this. We just stop their consume. That's a pretty big play. So this is now boosted up higher. Okay. So if they are going to consume this, they're going to get an additional 7 off that. We don't have Geralt, so we can't stop anything big going off. So I think we're going to play... Because we want to get the Blood first as well. So I'm actually going to play this now and get this down to a 3. So we start getting the Blood first going. This comes out big for Blood first. And that's about it. So... we need them to start damaging stuff, really, because this is based on damage. It transforms a damaged allied unit into a Bear Abomination, which is a 5-cost bear card. So again, so if I go back to their drop area, there you go, they're going to eat this now. I'm just going to kill this. There we go. So if I go back here, they've got both these out. We know this is potentially in hand because they played it with this. They've still got a Harpy Egg, so that's 1 Death Rush target it can still consume. And we know they have another gold in hand because they used this to play Carathea. So they put a gold on the top of their deck. So we know that. Okay, what are we going to go for now? This isn't going to get any value because we don't have a way of getting it going, basically. Like I said, this deck, please don't look at this deck going, oh my god, this deck's terrible. It's not a great deck. I was playing around with the deck. I was trying to make something different. This isn't a deck video. This is a case of me just talking through, like I said, once again, all of my ideas and all that. Okay, so they're gonna seize one of these, basically, aren't they? That's the idea of what they're gonna do there. What we are going to do is we are going to damage it down to 1. Basically because they're going to seize one of these anyway, but they're going to get less value now on their consume. They only get 1 value on the consume, which basically means it negates almost the... Let's see, okay. I'm going to seize that guy. Okay, I think now is the time. So basically, we play Olaf. If they have a Geralt in hand or anything like that, we lose. I think it's the safe option there. Yes. I got a feeling this isn't going to get any value because this is 5 power. This basically goes to 5 power, so it doesn't get any value, unfortunately. This is going to be used for Detlef. I have no doubt about that. We have last say, so what we can do actually is we can pop leader ability, and what's the chance of us getting? We have a potential chance of getting free bloodthirst. It's luck. It's complete luck. We've got free bloodthirst. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. We now play this, and it boosts that to 11. Hopefully one of the last cards isn't Geralt. I'm pretty sure one of their cards in their hands is Detlef. I don't know what the other one is. There you go, it's Boris. Okay, that's fine. Because we have this to damage a unit by half its base power. Maybe it isn't Detlef. Okay. We won. They gave up. They gave up. That was a very shoddy match. But, I mean, maybe you guys learned something, maybe you didn't learn something. But the idea is I wanted to talk through everything that was going on. The red, the blue, while I'm looking in the graveyard, while I'm looking in my deck, what I want to draw into. And that's kind of, that's the idea of this video. It's not so much a we're going to learn this today. It's just how do I play my Gwent matches? What's my mindset and what's my logic of when I'm going through the games, what do I look to do? Maybe you watch this video and you were like, I didn't learn anything. Apologies if that's the case. If you're still here now and you didn't learn anything, I can only apologise. I'm genuinely sorry that's the case. Hopefully you learned something about mulligans or maybe, like I said, looking in a drop area. Counting their cards is huge, especially if you're playing Nilfgaard. They run a lot of locks. If you've got like Octvis as your last player and they've played, and you're looking at, okay, so you can go, I look in their drop area, they played 2 bronze locks. They can't run any more bronze locks now. Okay, they've played Sarah, they didn't do the 5 damage, they only done 3 damage. That would mean there's no orcs in hand. Now I know my Octvis is safe. The only way it can go is removal. And I can go back to the graveyard again, look at the graveyard, or drop area, or discard pile, whatever you want to call it. How much removal have they played? And that's when I can start thinking about, when do I play these certain cards? What is the percentage chance now of them removing that card based on how much removal they've already played? No deck runs, well, some decks do run complete removal. They're not that powerful because removal doesn't have tempo, meaning it doesn't get big numbers on your side of the board. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, then give it a like so I know that you guys like this kind of stuff. What I want to do with these new to Gwent videos going forward is I want you guys to comment below about so if you're new to Gwent, what do you want to learn? What do you want a video on? It could be anything. I'm currently working on a video for a young Gwent player. I think they're 9 actually. A friend of ours is the young kid, the young son, has got into Gwent. And I'm working on a video of taking the starter monster deck, putting Woodland Spirit on it as a leader, and the cheapest way of making that semi-competitive. How do I make the starter monster deck, which is pretty damn trash, to be in semi-competitive for a really cheap scrap rate? And so if you guys have got a leader you really like, and you're like, okay, I want to play this leader, how do I change the starter deck out? Please let me know in the comments below. I will work and get that stuff done. I'll try to get one of these videos out a week. I'm a teacher, so over holiday times when I have more time to work on it, I'll potentially get more than 1 out a week. But there is a big overhaul coming to the channel in terms of the new to Gwent series. And yeah, I love making these guys. I love getting new people into the game, and I love helping new people in the game. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you like the video, do give it a little like, and make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with more Gwent content, including deck videos and of course the new to Gwent series. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great day, morning, evening, wherever you guys are. And until next time, goodbye.